Baughman, we'll allow you to have a 1-minute opening statement.
Hi, my name is Michelle Baughman, and I'm running for the Ector County Tax Assessor-Collector position. I have lived in Ector County all my life. I worked for the tax assessor's office from 2002 to 2010. I was the assistant supervisor as of 2004. I was promoted to office supervisor in 2006. And I currently work for Kelly Grimsley Auto Group in the business office, processing all the titles for his 3 car lots.
Thank you very much. And Ms. Horn, your opening statement.
Okay, I'm Barbara J. Horn. I have lived in Odessa for 35 plus years. I was been Ector County supervisor for 20 years, and I retired. And then I was approached and asked to be to run for the tax assessor in 2005, which I did, and I have been there for 8 years, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a very interesting job. It's just registrations and titles and things, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. Robert?
This is for both candidates. We'll start with Michelle. What's the biggest misconception about the county tax assessor's office that you think the public has?
As far as the biggest misconception, I think some of the things that are required in the tax assessor's office when it comes to showing proof of insurance, who needs to be on the insurance, showing photo ID. Not everything is state mandated. Some of it is inter-office policy that's required, and I think by doing away with some of those things and using the new technology that's offered by the state, it could speed up the lines and speed things along.
Barbara?
Well, the misconception that I can see is that I have been attacked. I do what I'm supposed to do. I take my reports to the HR, and I discuss it with them, and that's where they're left. And Michelle was talking about the insurance. Since we have talked before on different programs or different forums, and I have come to ask the customers as they come in, do you have your insurance or in your driver's license? And they always give it to me. And then I go ahead and process it, and I look to see if it has approved by the insurance that Michelle is talking about. And sometimes it isn't. So if I did not have that insurance card, and I did not have that driver's license, then I would not have anything to go into record on to find out about this person.
That's 1 minute. Thank you very much. Laura?
This question is from Mrs. Horn. Your authority and job performance have been challenged publicly by both your challenger and a letter writer to the editor this last Sunday, both of whom are your former employees. How do you respond to the challenge that your former employee thinks she can do a better job than you?
Well, it was quite a shock. Then I will admit that, because they were both treated with respect and all. They both quit. I did not fire either one of them. So they did this on their own. Whatever they have said is fine, but like I said, everything that is done in my office is taken to the HR, and that's where the information is staying. I do not discuss it with any member of my staff. It is strictly personal, and that's all I have to say about that.
Ms. Baughman, in working conditions in the tax assessor collector's office, if working conditions caused you to leave in 2010, why are you trying to address those issues now 2 years later as opposed to trying to address them while you were an employee?
I guess at the time, her office policies were her office policies. She was the tax assessor. She's the one that's bonded for that office. It's as we were reminded, it was her office and we would do things her way. And out of respect, I would not challenge the way that she wanted to do things. She was the elected official. So, and instead of, taking that up with her, which I don't think she would have changed her mind on her policies, then I just chose to leave and, decide to run for the office later on.
Okay. Ladies, you both have an opportunity to make 2-minute closing statements. We will go in the same order that you drew for, and so Michelle Baughman, you have the first opportunity for 2-minute closing statements.
Okay. I just feel like I can go in there and do a better job. I feel like employee training needs to be addressed. I don't think some of the newer girls are trained as well as they possibly could be. Therefore, they're not as efficient in their jobs as they could be. Of course, I've discussed about the dealer side of it. The dealers are having to wait long period of times to get their work back and everything, and I think that has to do with personnel management. I think she could do a little bit of rearranging. One of the girls who is an assistant manager is also taking care of internet renewals and being a dealer deputy, and that's just too much for one person, and that's going to slow down the dealers, and the dealers are 90% of our business. And I understand that they can go in and they can wait on their work, but most of the time they don't have time to do that either, to stand in the office all day long. So I just think that employee training and personnel management could make that office a better place and give better customer service.
And Ms. Horn, your 2 minutes?
Well, she is wrong about this because I do train the girls very thoroughly. They are trained by professional girls that have been there for 10 to 15 years. They do understand you cannot go into a job and learn it in a month or 2 months. These girls that are here, that are doing the work today, are doing a good job. She's saying about the supervisors, and it isn't any different than when Michelle was there. As I have spoken, Michelle waited on whoever she wanted to, and not all of the dealers were her customers. And these girls, they don't take the same person all the time. They mingle with all of the dealers. This was a problem at that time when Michelle was there, and I noticed it. But Michelle didn't leave on account of me. It was something that Michelle done, and I hate to bring that up, but that's what it was all about. And but my girls are very competent at doing the title work, and we have last year on our fiscal year we did 80,000 registrations, and we did 24,000 titles. So you can see that we are doing our work, and we do not get very many sent back. There is sometimes that there's errors made, but other than that, that's we are doing a great job, and I'm very, very proud of my people.
Thank you. Ms. Baughman, would you like to make a rebuttal to what Ms. Horn said? And I'm asking because assertion, do you want to clear anything up on that?
Ms. Horns brought up that I left because of something that I did. I did nothing wrong in that office. Ms. Horn accused me of putting out some private information that I did not do, and she has absolutely no evidence at all that I did it. And I really don't appreciate her bringing it up. The problem is she actually did something wrong, and it came out, but it didn't come out from me. And we discussed it in the office. I informed her that I was not the person who did it. Her attitude towards me did change, and that's when I decided that yes, I mean, other than her policies were not going to change, her attitude towards me was not going to change, and therefore it was probably going to be better for me to look elsewhere for employment.
And Ms. Horn, a rebuttal for you as well.
Okay, she did two things. The first one is the one that I was bringing out. The first one was that I attended, I went to a Christmas party, a Christmas celebration with my family in Austin, Texas, and I was gone on a Thursday and a Friday and a Saturday and a Sunday. And while I was gone on this Friday, she brought all of the girls up to the time machine there that we have, and she told them that we were going to have a party, and we're going to enjoy and be appreciated. I thought that was very unnecessary. It wasn't kosher. It was demeaning of me, and so that was the first thing. Then this other deal is that it's about a parking placard. I had a severe arm injury, and I had to have one because it was in December, and I had to have a placard to park. I could even drive, but with one hand.
Ms. Baughman, that is
So
1
that's
minute.
it.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
This will be the last statement that we allow, but we will allow you to make 30 seconds of a rebuttal.
As far as the Christmas party thing goes, of course, it didn't happen the way she seems to have gotten her information that it happened. Some of the girls decided that if we wanted to get together, we were not having a Christmas party that year for the office. So we decided that we wanted to meet one night at a restaurant, and several of us got together and did exchange gift cards. I'm not sure why that was a problem with her. It was just employees out having a good time with their families.
All right, that will be it. Thank you, ladies, very much for being part of the panel.